Hey, what is going on, everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back playing some more Football Manager. I've left it a week and a half, and there's been no updates on Football Manager, so we're going to carry on with where we were. For those of you who don't know, it seems to have been an update to Football Manager, which seems to be doing some weird things with throw-ins mainly, but looking at our team, we're struggling. One of the things that we changed to was we changed to this really high press, high intensity, as you can see, tactic, and that's meant that we're starting to get injuries, we're starting to get people suspended, and we've got no way of getting back from this. So we're kind of just going straight into this with some injured players on the bench. Hopefully, Cole and Phillips will be back, and we can get a little bit more of a. Oh no. We must have enough people trained by the. Can we make that change? That works. Okay, so Neto is on the reserve team coach, and we are going with Brewster. Okay, so we're going to go straight into this. Interestingly, Oxford, who we're about to play, we are playing at home, hence the reason why we're playing two up top. Oxford are the team we've got in the next round of the FA Cup. So it'll be interesting to see how we do against them in this game. There's Marku, who's just come back from an injury. Carrera bursting into the box. Uda's there. Offside. Bednar. Would have been a great start. Would have been a goal after a minute. It's not. That seems a little harsh, I'm not going to lie. Not convinced he's offside, Lino. We've already picked up a booking. Here comes a corner for them. And there's the goal. Is he offside? Lino? No. Ball bags. What are you doing up there, Lino? Are you sure? I mean, we had people standing literally on the goal line as well, so it's probably acceptable that. No, he's definitely on. That's disappointing. We could have scored from a corner. We got flagged as offside, and I'm not sure that was offside. And then, well, they do score from a corner. Disappointing. Okay. It's the first time we've been behind, I think, in about three or four games, maybe. Can we come back into it? The throwing thing still looks like it's a problem. There's Regu. Hasn't scored a goal in ages. Still hasn't scored a goal. We had such high hopes for him. Okay. Andre with the corner. There's Tagsef. Taking his time. There's Marku. Shot. Saved by the keeper. Chuchi's going to get there. And we've got another corner. No? We've goal kick, apparently. That seems a little harsh as well. Okay. So this is a bit disappointing. Another throw in. This is where our main chances seem to come from. There's Udder getting into the box. Bednar plays it across. Tagsef is there. We're in. We've equalised. 20 minutes gone. It was coming. I think probably a little harsh to be a goal down, to be fair. But we're back on terms. And again, these throw-ins seem a little bit cheaty. But Bednar did well. Great ball across. And there's the finish. Eking it in at that far post. Okay, half an hour gone. Good Lord. Looks like set pieces are going to be the way forward in this game, I'm not going to lie. Our throw-ins versus their corners. What we are going to do in the transfer window is, normally we focus on youth. We'll probably still have a focus on youth, but we might well just see if there's anyone we can... Bednar, oh, Regu, he scored. He's actually scored a goal. First one in like forever. What we might do is try and find someone who's actually going to improve our first team rather than going down the youth road. It's kind of what we've been doing all along. And actually just so happened that some of the youths did improve our first team because our team was pretty poor. But I think we're going to probably go out and say we need a X position, probably a central midfielder, and actually go and get a good one, or the best one we can find. We've managed to come back from behind, but we can see that lots of our players are looking quite tired already in this. And this is going to be our major downfall, I think. I don't know how many games we can play in quick succession at this tempo. That's the issue. They've started to close down the short corners. Nice. Okay. What are you doing, Ganchez? Don't know how many... Oh my God, we got away with it. Don't know how many times Ganchez has made that decision to try and head the ball and miss it. Rachucci switches it to Bednar. Good first touch. Oh my Lord. He's back with a bang. And that was the first touch was amazing from Bednar. I will say that. Don't normally sing his praises, but this first touch is superb. And somehow we're winning again. Great first touch. And just slams it home on the bounce, on the half volley. Not an easy one, that. Okay, so I think there's a couple of things we're going to do. We're going to do this first of all. I'm going to take you off, I think. And I think Marku maybe. Okay, we'll go with something along those lines. I'm going to leave Regu just behind Ada, just to see, really, I think. See, this is what's interesting, is when we're taking a throw in and we've got people out near them. That's the bit I don't understand. Is, oh god, they're in again. Why, when we're taking throw-ins, they're not putting anyone out near the ball? It doesn't make sense. Like, we've got 3 people out there. I mean, it didn't do us any good because they scored a goal and they're back in this 3-2. Maybe I should go back to that 4-4-2. Well, let's keep going, boys. Another yellow card. This is going to be the problem. We're going to get so many people booked and so many people tired from this. Oh, Regu puts it wide. Regu is looking exhausted out there. There's Tagsef. There's Regu again. He's on a hat-trick. He's got it. He's actually gone and got it. And now we're going to sub him. Okay. One thing it might be worthwhile doing, all of our youngsters in our under 18s and under 23s might be worth just getting them on stamina training, because if this is the way we're going to play going forward, we're going to need people with high levels of energy. 4 minutes of injury time. We've scored 4 goals in a game. It's two games where we've scored 6, and then oh god. What are you clapping for, Tagsef? Really, you lost them. I mean, admittedly, the goalkeeper played out to you in a bit of a shitty position, but we appreciate your efforts. Okay. We were 16th place. Our rise up the table is still going on. I find it amazing as well that we seem to do this a lot. We have this crappy spell where we disappear down the table and then we slowly rise back up the table, and then a crappy spell where we disappear. We're 10 points off the playoffs. 10 points, that's achievable if you ask me. Really achievable. We'll put a cut in here and we'll be back for the Portsmouth game. We've only got 2 days to rest, and then we've got another game where we've only got 2 games to rest. This is the thing. I think that first goal was a goal. Tagsef is now going to be suspended. We'll put a cut in here and we'll be back. Okay, so we are back and we're about to take on Portsmouth. Portsmouth, who I think are sitting in 22nd position. And we know how you feel, boys. We've been there. Our form is now strong. We have got suspended people. Let's see what a quick pick does. So, Marku, Cole, Uda, Regu. We are away. You know what? We did this for a reason. Let's do it. So, Christopher Fufu is in attacking midfielder. Rachucci stays on the left. I think this is the best team we're going to get out here. Let's just have a look at the bench. So, I've got a defender on the bench. We've got Brewster, Uda, Moulders, Banks and Owens. Is there anyone else we could swap round? I don't think so. I think this is... Can I make the change of... Just having a little look here. I do quite like getting my bench in some kind of order, as in who's the... So we have got a winger out here. We've got 2 wingers. Can I make that change, or is that going to put us in the same place where we haven't got enough? Yeah, we haven't got enough English people. Great. Okay. Okay, let's get you back out there. Right, so Regu is starting up top after his hat-trick. Quite tired, though, and again, we're going to be absolutely knackered for the next game. I don't think we're going to manage 3 games in the period of time that we've got. This will be our first real test, I think. Based on how well it's gone over the last two episodes, our first real test where we've got very tired players, and next week it's going to be a nightmare, and I think that's maybe the FA Cup. Corner ball. You know, we're just not going to manage this amount of games in this short period of time. Here we go. Cole. There's a lot of people here at Portsmouth watching. Marku, there's Hoover, there's Cole again, there's Bednar. Bednar shoots and scores. He's scoring a lot of goals all of a sudden because he's getting into that position sort of on the edge of the defensive four near the fullback. You know, we worked it slowly, and as you can see, he's kind of finding himself in this position here, where he's on the sort of the edge of the 6-yard box. It's working well for him. Nice. Okay. 2 minutes gone. We're a goal up, and look at that. We're up into 13th place. Another short corner. There's Cole. There's Hoover. There's Marku. He's hit the bar. What a strike that was. Oh, there's the brick dugouts. I do like them. They seem very big, those dugouts, though. I will say that. Okay, another short corner. This is all we score from. Set pieces. This is our whole new approach. Hoover into the box. Marku again. This time he doesn't miss. Fired home. His first senior goal. Get in. Be interesting to know what kind of level they think he can get to. He's got his first Albania cap. I don't know if that's under 20 and under 21s or something, but smashes it home. Keeper doesn't even move. 10 minutes gone. We're 2 up. One thing I do wonder, and I'm going back to a couple of episodes ago, because I changed the formation to play this kind of high-intensity game. I wonder, based on, I think the update has made, I think the update has messed up some things. I do wonder, oh, come on. I do wonder if we'd have been winning if we'd have stuck with our old formation. Because I feel like it's more the update than it is my change of tactics that's made a difference. This is a bit harsh, by the way. And I just wonder if I hadn't changed formation at the same time, or tactics at the same time, and just stuck with it, if we'd have just turned it around because of the fact it's a 4-4-2, and that seems to be working. It probably would have, because I'd have been getting throw-ins and corners. But then, if for some reason I decided because the normal corner to the near post for Phillips to head on wasn't really working, I'd try and play it short. And it seems to have coincided with no one, unless it's always been like this. I don't often take short corners. No one closing down, maybe. Get in. Nice, tidy little finish. Bottom corner. He's sick for the season. It's been a good season for him. 3-1 up, 25 minutes gone. We're scoring a lot of goals and having a lot of shots. Another throw in. This still feels a bit cheaty. Oh, we've hit the bar or post or one of those. Here they come again. Getting caught on the counter a lot. Oh, what was that? Cole, what were you doing? You'd have men covering, but Cole, come on. Now we've got to be a bit wary. First off, free kick into the wall. Oh, good challenge. There goes Bednar, running down the wing. Switches it to no one. Sanchez picks it up. Okay. Cole, I'm not sure you should still be on the pitch, mate, but we probably need to think about subbing you. It's that thing, when you watch Match of the Day, oh here they come with it. When you watch Match of the Day and they show a player get booked, and you know full well they've shown that first booking because later on they're going to get a second booking. If you hadn't followed the football during the course of the day, the only reason they're showing a yellow card is because there's going to be another one for that player. Marku did well, but we've lost it again. We're looking a little bit suspect, I will say that. Looking like we could quite easily concede a couple of goals on the counters that they're putting in. We've got a few players booked as well. There's Regu. There's a shot. It's saved by the keeper. Almost half time. Just trying to keep an eye on how tired we are. They look as tired as us, to be fair. We have had them running round after the ball quite a lot. Hand over to the assistant. One thing I want to think about doing, and I don't know if I can, is that change in the middle there. I could have put Banks on, actually. Let's do that. Let's put Banks on. Any other changes? We've got 79s. We should be okay for the start of the second half at least. We'll make some more changes if we have to. Okay. 50 minutes gone. And there's a throw in. Again, 2 players unmarked. Christofofu, shot is over the bar. 60 minutes, I think we're going to make some changes. Make that change, and I'm just going to focus on the, not so worried about the tired people, I'm just going to focus on the booked people. They're in behind, they've scored, it's 3-2. Long ball over the top. We knew that we were going to be susceptible to them. I guess the key is, as long as we score more goals than them, weirdly, it's how football works generally, but we knew that we were going to concede goals like that. Okay. Chuchi's done well. There's Marku running with the ball. Ball onto Bednar. Bednar scores. It's his 6th goal of the season. Marku's having an absolute stormer. How's that for a little turn and reverse flick and then driving forward? You see Regu make a good run, but that ball is perfect, inch perfect. Our lead is restored. Guess what came from a throw-in? Yellow card for Marku. This could cause us problems as well. Throw-in again. Hoover to Banks, to Bednar. Regu. There's Marku again. He's lost the ball, and here they come. It's 3-on-2. We probably should have gone more defensive by now. It's 3-on-2. It's a goal. It's 4-3. This game. What do we do now? This is our own fault. Okay. I don't know whether... Oh, Andre with a free kick well wide. We're going to waste some time. Regu's picked it up. I do like something I don't play very often is run at defences, but we've got quite a lot of people. Oh, get in. We've got quite a lot of people who are pretty good at picking the ball up and running with it. Hence the reason why we're now playing that. But also the fact that defenders don't really, as we've found out to our own peril, is that defenders don't really like tackling, I've noticed. They're quite happy to let people run with the ball. So if we tell people to run and be quite direct, then hopefully we'll get the most out of it. This still worries me. Marku, 58, injury, scored 1, 2 assists. Sorry, injury, is very tired and could get injured. Okay. We appreciate your efforts. We're on a roll, everybody. Next up, FA Cup round 2 against Oxford. We are on a roll. We are mid-table. Holy crap. We will praise Bednar. But I thought Marku was pretty good. Let's go and have a little look at Marku because I'm quite intrigued by him, wherever he is. Where is he? Quite intrigued by him. So yeah, some under 21 caps. He's 19 years old. He doesn't look that amazing, but his passing's pretty good and his vision's great, and that is helping us out a lot. Okay, we're going to put a cut in here and we'll be back for the game against Oxford in the FA Cup. It would be nice to get through this one. Okay, so we are back. A couple of things happened between episodes. We signed a new contract and said we were delighted to do so. And also, if I can just find it down here somewhere, we got this. New work permit rules have been agreed now that England is about to leave the European Union. They will come to force next season, Friday the 25th of June. The conditions for these rules are listed below. Minimum salary of £8,000 to be paid per week to be paid to play in any first team league matches. Minimum salary of £3,000 per week for under 23 players to be allowed to play in youth cups or competitions, or to be loaned for first team matches from a team in a higher division for a maximum of 5 players at a top level clubs, 2 for others. The rules will apply to players who don't have a British or Irish nationality and join a British team after Brexit. Foreign players already at British clubs will be exempt until they change clubs. That's huge. I don't know what that means, though. I don't know if that means if I wanted to go after a young Brazilian who I had a lot of hope would be the next Neymar, would I be able to get him in without the other work permit stuff, which is that he needs to have played a certain amount of games for a club? Are we going to be able to see young Brazilians come into our leagues like they do in Germany and Italy and Spain? You see a lot of the work permits deal being a little bit more straightforward, I think, for those sorts of players. So it'll be interesting to see if that changes. Hoover needs a rest. Let's make that change. Hoover always needs a rest. You need to up your stamina, mate. Although it's better than a lot of our players. Who else have we got? You know what, I'm going to move you to the reserve team. Gator, you did really well for us, but, needs must. So Ganchez is ready to go with a suspension, as is Bednar, as is Christopher Fufu. But really all we care about is getting through in this cup. Neto, Marcu, Franco. Okay. We are good to go. Same team pretty much as last time. Changes in midfield. Marcu is resting on the bench after a fantastic game. Let's just go out there and try and get through in the cup. We are away from home, hence the reason why we're going 4-1-1, 4-4-1-1. But I'm intrigued about these new work permits. Rachucci, could have been a fantastic start after 20 minutes. Again, those sort of fullbacks drifting inside and wingers causing all sorts of problems. Okay. Quarter of an hour gone. Actually not a lot going on. In fact, one of our quieter games, I would say. Disinterested after the comments. What are the chances? We should say something, I reckon. Let's encourage, because that always works. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, last few minutes. We've started to get some shots, but nothing created yet. There's the throw to Cole. Cole finds Diego Andre. He scored. Get in. Great goal. Second goal of the season. Fullback again, coming from deep and pounding it into that near post, beating the keeper. Nice little ball from Cole as well. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Good spirits. Looking up with admiration. Appreciate your efforts. Now get back out there and make sure we win this game. Okay, there goes Bednar. Regu is not going to get there. And we know that they're going to get a chance with our high defensive line. We know that that's coming at some point in this game. There's a ball across. Christofofu, Murichucci, there's another. We needed that. We needed it. Okay, Regu again. Regu shoots. Regu scores. We're 3-0 up. We are 3-0 up. Get in. That's all I can say. I don't know why we're winning all of a sudden. I sat down at my computer the other day when I first recorded the first episode and thought something is up. Ready to sulk, and then we won by 6 goals. And since that point, we've been banging in goals left, right, and centre. And I don't think it's due to my management. I think it's something to do with the FM developers. Right, we need to make some changes. We need to keep some people at least semi-fresh if we can. Can't really make any changes there. Should we make that change? No, that seems silly when we've got our own players on the bench. Let's make that change. Cole, you can rest. We'll have to. We haven't really got a left back, so that could be a problem. Okay. Let's go defensive. We can see this. We can see this game out. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay, we've won it back. Long ball was on over the top. We didn't play it. This time we do. There's Uda, Rachucci. Oh, should have been another. We look so dangerous with our wingers and our fullbacks, I will say that. Last 2 minutes or so of this game. We're going to be through to the next round of the Cup. And we should be able to see in a couple of days who we get in that draw. Ball over the top. Oh, thought that was going to be it. There we go. Another win, 3-0. We do appreciate the efforts. And we're through in the Cup. So FA Cup draw is in 2 days. So I think what we'll do is we'll just play for the next 2 days. We're on 27k. Yeah, we know he's tired. Hopefully when we get to a 4-4-2 game, when we're playing at home, we can go back to a 4-4-2. But at the moment, all our games are away. Okay. And very rarely do I play an away tactic and a home tactic, but it seems to be working. So let's not mess around with it. Again, draw is coming up any time now. Lots of shortlisted players coming to the end of their contracts. We're reaching December, and again in January we're going to have a good look at our scouts who are now able to go out and scout Europe freely, which is pretty exciting. So we should have some European players, but I guess what we need to do is sign any of those players prior to the start of the new European laws, I guess, because that could make a massive difference. Here is the draw. We are going to do this. Here we go. There's a lot of teams in this. This could take quite a while. Let's see when we come out. Burnley versus Man City, the first draw out, all Premier League. Gateshead home to Leeds. It's quite a big game for them. Ebbsfleet in the conference versus West Ham. Big game for them. Southampton versus Middlesbrough. Liverpool versus Morecambe. Okay, nice. Arsenal. Crewe or Reading. Okay. Cardiff in the Championship now against Aston Villa, who are in the Premier League. Bristol City, Millwall. Ipswich. Let's get them. Versus Sunderland. That's Ipswich out in the third round again. Accrington or Hartlepool versus Exeter. Okay. We definitely don't want an away trip to Stoke. That would really put a dampener on the FA Cup. Oh, we're away to Hull, who are Premier League opposition, but not the Premier League opposition that we were looking for. I'm not going to lie. But there we go. So our next little foray into the FA Cup. Hull in the Premier League, away from home. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. We'll see you again soon.